here's the thing we have got to see. We keep our power by evaluating everything that does come our way. I mean, evaluate like awareness, having an awareness of what's coming our way, and having that trust and that faith in yourself that you can overcome anything that comes up. I'll give you a little bit of an example. I need you guys to think back 5 years, 4 years. Okay, we'll make it easy. 3 years ago today, folks. What was stressing you out back then? What was so overwhelming 3 years ago, today, specifically, today, the 19th of June? What was it? Do you remember? Now, unless it was trauma, the loss of someone, the loss of a job, an illness, a physical illness that you may have had or someone close to you had, you don't know. You don't know. But you're still here with me, right? You overcame whatever it was, June 19, 3 years ago, may have been coming up. But we think that while we're in the midst of it, it's never going to be something that we're going to forget. It's never going to be something that we're going to get over. It's never going to be something we're going to figure out. We have got to trust ourselves. And when my guides invited this thought process, it was like, but you don't understand. Like, right now is all I have. They said, yes, indeed, right now is all you have. So you get to choose how you want to proceed in your right now moment. Because 3 years from now, you're not going to remember the details of right now. There's going to be much more expansion. There'll be much more healing that will have taken place. There will be much more learning that you will have uncovered and went into and dived into and even maybe taught for yourself and to others. There's going to be so much shifting and changing. We have to stay grounded in right now, but not so attached to the situations going on. And this is really, truly going to support us in the belief in myself that I will overcome it. I will overcome it. I've overcome many, 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 many things. Some of the things I can't put my finger on nor remember because they were so long ago, but I know that I overcame a lot. And if I can still have that faith as I go inward and focus on what's coming up right now to be shed, I can't even tell you the amount of snakes that I've seen on people's posts and but snake is so present because it's time to let go once again of that skin that was you from yesterday. And it's time to adapt to a new you. And soon it'll be time to shed that skin too and adapt to a newer new you. And this is the process. The universe is supporting you and seeing it. But see, us in human form are going, this is another bout of weakness, or this is another bout of frustration, or this is another bout of unworthiness. And I thought I healed my unworthiness. I thought I was no longer unworthy. But situations, circumstances, people, places, events will trigger new layers, another layer of it. If one of your big lessons here in this life's journey was to understand how valuable you are, how worthy you are, how infinite and magnificent and loved you are. If one of your lessons is to emerge differently than any past life before, these things are going to continuously come up for you. And it's not about mastering it and healing it completely. It's about recognizing that it serves you a purpose and being able to help you emerge a little bit more enlightened. See, enlightenment isn't something we just wake up tomorrow and I'm completely enlightened. Enlightenment is something that we illuminate each and every day through each and every experience. So if you're over there going, I can't do this, I'm going back to bed, you're really gypping yourself on an amazing opportunity to enlighten yourself some more. I think one of the biggest things that they brought to my attention this morning with regards to remaining grounded is that when we're grounded, we recognize just how much of a mental chatter we have that is judgmental. We judge every space and every moment and we judge so much. Don't judge. Judging meaning I should be here, or I should be there, or I shouldn't have done that, or I should be doing this. Or outside, they shouldn't be doing this, they should be thinking this, they should be saying that, they should be stepping up this way, they shouldn't be stepping out that way. Judgment, 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 judgment. If we could release the judgment, we would have more acceptance. We're either judging or accepting. Judging or accepting. Are you judging in this moment, or are you accepting in this moment? Accepting, doesn't that feel so much better? Accepting leads to surrender, and surrender leads to that energetic flow. That's what we want. We want to bring that energy in. We want to really ground that energy going constantly in flow, because it will support us when we have those moments of inner work that need to be done. You know, when we see things lining up and working on our behalf, the universe always conspiring in our favor. We can see that more visibly. We can feel it more within ourselves when we aren't judging the process, but we're flowing with the process. One of the other things that they said was important to discuss is the fact that we have to be energetically responsible. And to be energetically responsible, one must recognize how they feel. One must recognize the people that they are encountering throughout their day, spending their days with, spending their time with. How do they feel? How do they show up in your world? Because if they're showing up in anxiety or in fear or in mass amounts of anger, that's the energy that you're going to be subjected to. And unless you get used to pushing out energy, oh, they're pushing out energy. Here it comes, pushing out, and it's exhausting. When we're energetically responsible, we recognize that how I feel is the only thing that matters. And that when I surround myself with people that may be toxic or that may be not energetically responsible and they're just spewing and vomiting and, purging all over the place, that I'm going to be affected by that. I'm less apt to do that, participate in that, surround myself with that. I become more aware of the conversations that I have, the people that I have in my space. And I'm also very aware of how I show up in other people's spaces. When we become energetically responsible, we recognize that how we feel matters the most. And if we're feeling amazing, that's what we want to keep. We want to keep it. And as we go through our day, mingling and seeing other folks, we want them to be raised. We want them to feel that love, to feel that peace, to feel that center, to feel that calm that comes from feeling our energy as we move through our experiences. We want to affect people in a positive way. We don't want to give them the energy, depleting ourselves. We don't want them taking our energy, depleting ourselves. We don't want to give our power away to the fear they have, the anger they have, the issues they believe that they're having. No, we want to stay right here. Beautiful, miraculous, beautiful white bubble, pearl, whatever you want to look at, however you want to see it, focused only on the universe that's surrounding this one, tending to the garden that is this one, how she's feeling, how she's doing, what she desires, what she's ready to purge. When I mind my own business, I'm staying focused on what I have to work on, focused on how I am feeling. I make me, myself, and I the priority. And by doing so, I'm taking care of me first, foremost, most importantly, showing up in a greater space for those that are around me, my extensions, my children, my partner. I'm responsible. If I'm feeling triggered by anything, I remove myself. Careful not to shift or change something else, in someone else's world because I'm upset by something. I go inward and rectify that. I shield and I protect myself. These are huge, huge things that you can do, very simple things that you can do that make all of the difference. When you make your spiritual practices and routines the priority, the thing that starts your day, your whole day starts to kind of show up differently. All this I don't have time actually becomes lots of time, and all the I don't know what I'm going to do's are unfolding right before you very nicely, very calmly. When you set an intention to sit in the morning and say, this is how I want my day to go, universal forces that surround me at all times, working for me and only me and on my stuff and watching how I'm doing and loving the progress I'm making. This is how you support me today. Me on the front line, me experiencing the contrast, me learning for all of you back there. This is how I want to see my day unfold. We create the inner space when we let quiet be something we experience every day, multiple times. It strengthens our faith, and we can feel the love of the universe. How does it strengthen your faith? Because you know where to go. How does it strengthen your faith? Because it's you taking it on you. How does it strengthen your faith? Because you're not giving your power of faith to somebody else. I hope they show up for me. I hope they know what to do here. I hope they fix this for me. I hope they can make this better for me. I hope they can make me happy. I hope they can make me abundant. I hope for them, for them, for them, for them, for them. Makes it not about me. It makes it all about them. And that's not why you're here. You didn't come here for a them experience. You came here for a you experience. Judgment is an illusion from the past. Judgment is the ego's way of keeping us stuck and held back and in fear. Contemplation constantly. Rather than surrendering and allowing spirit to be the leader, right? The flow. Remember, and if this is a new concept for you, your journal should be beside you. You can write this down. There's a bit of you in the body. There's a lot more of you in spirit form. If there's a lot more of you in spirit form, that is love. That's all that spirit form is love, abundance, joy, bliss, and happiness. That's all you are in spirit form. That means all you got to do is tug just a little bit more on that spirit cord so that that's what you get here in the physical body, just a little bit more. That you that's up there in spirit form already knows everything that's going on in this life's experience. It's a piece of cake, Jackie. You got this. Let me lead you towards the things that feel amazing and feel really good. Stay focused on what feels good. Stay focused on what feels good. Oh, there you go. Keep going. You got this, girl. Every time we learn, we send these learnings up. We expand the consciousness, but we also expand the soul. Soul expands from the learnings that are happening. Okay, so let me get this straight. If my higher self knows everything, the good stuff, why doesn't my higher self just send me to the good stuff? Why do I got to go through the crap? Well, because your higher self knows that by going through the crap, you're going to experience much more expansion, which means for you, soul level, conscious level, it means that you're going to develop more grit. You're going to develop more motivation. You're going to develop more resilience. You're going to develop a hell of a lot more faith in yourself because you've seen something that you've gone through on your own, for yourself, by yourself. Whoa. Let's throw her in the weeds for a minute so she can see how amazing she is. And then once she gets back on the path, it all feels amazing again. Contrast. Yay. We have so much power here. So much power here. But we allow the outside stuff to really, really, really make us question that. Really make us question that. And then we get a whiff of the power that's been taken from us. Injustice, inequality. We get a whiff of it, and then we get mad. Righteous anger is what we talked about last week. It's what puts us back on our path. I've been thrown in the weeds by some force that I didn't even see coming, that I really didn't even see was even a thing, that holy cow, I've woken up from. No, this isn't happening in my world anymore. We're getting back on track. Righteous anger is how we start to reclaim our power, because we're sick and tired of feeling and seeing and experiencing that stuff, whatever you want to call it. It causes us to go inward and go, what do I have to do to get out of this? What do I have to do to advocate for myself or for others so we as a collective can get out of this? Show me what I need to do. Show me what we need to do. How can we as a collective come together to support one another? That's massive shifts and changes. When multiple spirits come together in the hopes of illuminating an experience, whoo, that's power. Source multiplied. That's amazing. But we don't want to, some people just don't want to look at it like, ooh, that's going to take a whole lot of work and a whole lot of time. Let's just judgment. Go back over here and just do what we were doing. No, because then we get these bursts of universal haze. Yeah. All this energy that then comes up, and sicknesses and energetic flus and all kind. We don't want that. We want to stay aware. So when we see sources giving us a new assignment, we're on top of what we need to do. Not feeling like we are taking 10 steps back or being propelled a million steps forward all at once. No one likes that. When we stay grounded in our physical, and grounded can be just staying aware of how you're feeling in every moment, and knowing that if it is, anything other than well aligned, going inward and looking at what we need to change, going inward and assessing the mindset that we've had, going inward and really addressing the physical discomforts that we've had. I don't even know where to start. Start with the body. The body's going to tell you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know, your body's going to tell you. Are you depleted? Is it time for a vacation? Are you exhausted? Listen to the body.